I have tried SMMA for 500 days, that's almost 8 months, and this is the most valuable video, honestly, because I've made thousands of dollars in just 8 months, and I'm going to show you how you can just follow me and you can make your own $10,000 in just first month, because I'm going to go over my mistakes I did and the best actions that I did that led me to the position where I am today. So let's get started. So it all started last year in 2024 after my exams in April. I had nothing to do basically. I was at home and I was at home. I didn't go to any college or anything like that because, we had to wait a few months before applying for college. So I was at home. I decided to try something new. I decided to, start my own business. And I actually went for affiliate marketing. I went to learn a new course in affiliate marketing, but that all fell and it didn't really work out for me because, as an entrepreneur, there's some things that won't work out for you and you're going to fail a bunch of times, but you have to just keep on trying. So I tried affiliate marketing, lost some money there, didn't work for me, and lost some time because, I was working with commission with someone and nobody bought from them and I didn't get any commission. So that was a waste of time. But then my mom's friend was actually in SMMA and she was doing SMMA for a long time. It had been a year and she was like, oh my God, she's going to this affiliate marketing academy. I used to go to a dumb academy that didn't even teach me anything. And my mom's friend was like, she's going to an affiliate marketing academy. That's like so weird because I can teach her how to make money online today. No bullshit. Today I'll teach her in just like 1 hour. And she was not lying. I was shocked. I was like, how's she going to do that? And she invited me to her house to just give me some overview of how this works. So I went at her house and basically I went only for 2 days and just for 1 hour. Basically took me 2 hours to learn because all the valuable things she already told me. There was no need for academies, for large courses. So she told me to work as an appointment setter. I used to work as an appointment setter in the beginning. Now, an appointment setter is the one who sets appointments between two businesses, who gets clients for a business. So let's say there's a business, they're selling some service, and then they hire me. I am an appointment setter, and I get them clients ready to pay the clients who are willing to buy their services for their business. I get them those clients and then they pay me as well for getting them the clients ready to buy. That is basically what an appointment setter does. That is what I did. So she was so generous. She even gave me a client. She already, there was a client she was working with and she referred me to that client. And in the beginning, I'm going to be completely honest, I had to lie that I have experience, even though I was just starting out, but I lied. I said, yeah, I have a little bit of experience. Yeah, I've worked here. I've worked with one company before. And they hired me. They were like, okay, if you have experience, we're going to hire you, even though I was just a beginner. So I'm not suggesting you should lie at all, but that's what I did. And it worked pretty good for me because they didn't ask for any proof. Of course, if you're applying in a company and they ask for proof or anything like that, then you should definitely just say, yeah, I'm a beginner, I'm starting out, but I'm very hardworking and stuff like that. But if they don't ask for any proof, then you can say that you have a little bit of experience because when you're starting out, nobody's going to hire you any other way. So as soon as I made them a lot of promises, I'm going to be completely honest. I had a video call with my client and he was basically seeing if he should hire me, if I'm a good appointment setter or not. I still work with that client. He's actually really good. His name is Richard. Richard, if you're still watching this, you're a great guy. So anyways, Richard, what happened was Richard decided that, yeah, sure, I'll hire her. Because I made him crazy promises, guys. I didn't even know if I could fulfill them, but I had this belief that, yes, I can fulfill them. I told him, I'll get you this many closed deals. I'll get you 25 appointments in 1 month. Crazy promises, I know. But as soon as I got hired, I was so happy because I know at the time he paid $150 per appointment. So if I got him 10 appointments in 1 month, that would be $1,500 in 1 month. So that guy paid me $150 per appointment. Now, I was so crazy. After I got hired, every single day I do one thing, and that was send messages, because we have to send messages asking other people if they were interested in Richard's offer, and those who were interested in his offer, I would just connect them with Richard, and that was basically an appointment. And he paid me $150 per appointment because maybe those people who were interested would buy from Richard. And if they bought, then he would also give me an additional $150, so a total of $300 on a closed deal. So that is how it worked, basically. So I was just on it. I sent messages for the first week, literally for a week, and I got no replies. My messaging was really bad. I would send long paragraphs with links in the first message and just smiley emojis, which is really bad, guys. Don't send any smiley emojis, don't send long messages, and don't send any links in your first message. Okay? That's a really bad way of sending messages. When you're sending messages to a stranger, it's called cold outreach. And when you're doing cold outreach, never ever add links, never ever make it long, never ever add any smiley or heart emojis. Makes it look weird. Anyways, so I did all those things, right? I knew nothing. I was just starting out, and my friend didn't tell me anything like that. She just gave me a client, and she just gave me an overall summary of what I had to do. She didn't tell me what messaging I had to use. She didn't tell me what platform I had to use. She just said, you can use Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, any platform to get clients. That's it. So I had to figure that out by myself. So after 1 week, when I didn't get any clients, I gave up. I was like, you know what, this isn't working. Then I went to my grandparents' house, and my grandparents have passed away, but there were my cousins and my, aunts, and we had a great time there. And I forgot about SMMA because I haven't earned a single buck yet. This happened last year in June. I didn't earn a single penny from coaching at that time. After that, I went back to my home, and it was really lonely, no cousins, nothing like that. And I didn't go to college because my exams were over. So I was really lonely, and I was like, you know what? I'm all day in home. Maybe I should just try to build an SMMA. It's better than just scrolling endlessly on TikTok or Instagram. I should just do something. And even if it fails, look, in the worst case scenario, I don't earn anything and I'll waste my time. But right now, as I'm scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, I'm still wasting my time. And I'm not going to get anything in return. So let's just work on my SMMA. And that's when things hit the roof. I remember my cousin saying to me, he literally said to me, if this works out, you're literally going to make so much money. You're going to go crazy. And that was the thing that I always put in my mind. If this works out, I'm going to make so much money, so I cannot quit. So I just worked day and night on appointment setting. I reached for Richard. I only had one client, and he paid me $150 as soon as he got an appointment, and that appointment showed up. So what I did was I saw this video of a YouTuber. He does a really good course. He showed me a really good course that actually worked. Guys, people charge tens of thousands of dollars for that kind of value, and I saw this value, and I was amazed. I was like, wait, this actually works. There's so many gurus like Alex Hormozi. I can't even pronounce his name right, but his stuff does not work. I'm going to be completely honest. I've tried it. Maybe it worked for you, but not for me. So this guy was a small YouTuber, and his messaging, the messaging he told me, what message should you send? He gave that for free, guys. You don't understand. There's people charging $10,000 for that value. And I have already made a video on exactly what messages you should send. You can go check that out on my channel. But I tried that, and it worked fantastically for me. And that's when I started to get replies. It went from this, my downfall, to all of a sudden replies, and then I went up. I just kept getting clients. So I got like 7 clients, and I did the math. That was around $150 per appointment. That was around $1,000, and of course, I was really happy. I was like, I'm going to earn $1,000. I'm going to earn $1,000. And I just told that to everybody, my mom, my dad, my sister. Everybody was so happy for me. And then suddenly I got to know something. My client, Richard, said that all of them were no-shows. So none of them showed up on a Zoom call with him. And I didn't get a single penny. I was so disappointed. I was like, what? So no $1,000? Guys, please note, that was my first ever $1,000. So I was really excited. So, of course, I then again sent messages, kept on sending messages, and then I got a few more replies. And this time I had actually learned my lesson, because how they say you only learn your lesson the hard way. So when I lost my $1,000, I learned my lesson to send them reminders. I got around 7-8 bookings again for Richard, right? My previous 7 bookings were no shows, and then I got new 8 bookings for Richard. And this time, to these 8 bookings, I bombarded them with messages. But still, some of them were no-shows. I got 1 girl who showed up, only 1 out of 8. 1 girl showed up because I didn't know when to send reminders. I would just send 1 reminder after the call, and then they would forget about it, right? So I was really bad at sending reminders, but I got 1 girl, and I got my first $150. Shanks was like, yeah, she showed up. She had a business, so I'm gonna pay you $150. And I was so excited. That was my first $150 ever made online. I gave him my bank details, and I would call my bank every single day. Did I receive the $150? Did I receive the $150? And once I actually got it, I showed the money to my mom, and I was like, I'm so happy. I didn't have a phone at that time. My mom didn't buy me a phone. My dad didn't buy me a phone. They were like, "You're too young for a phone." And as soon as I got the $150, I went to the supermarket. Not the supermarket. Well, I went to a market and I purchased a phone as soon as possible. I was like, "This is all I have. $150. Give me any phone that comes in this range. Literally any phone." And they gave me this phone that I'm recording from. I'm I've bought some laptops over the time. I have another phone as well, but I record from this phone because I just like the quality. So they gave me this phone. I still have this phone, guys. I still have this. So I was really excited, and then I decided to work from my own phone. When I made my first $150, I was working from my mom's phone. Literally, I was working from my mom's phone. And as soon as I got my own phone, I was like, now I'm going to be at it all day. And that was in September when I went full in on getting clients for Richard. He paid me $150. I was like, okay, if I just managed to get 7 clients for him who show up, I'm gonna get to $1,000. And that was my end goal. I just wrote that in a piece of paper and I pasted that on a wall. And I was like, okay, this is my goal. This is my goal. $1,000 at the end of this month. And I got it. I got it. I was like, I got him around 20 bookings, and out of those 20, 7 bookings showed up. And on showed up, it means that I will get paid for that. So I was super excited. I was like, no way, I'm gonna get paid for 7 freaking bookings? That's like around $1,000. And I remember I was so excited. My mom was in Saudi Arabia. She went to visit her sister. Her sister lives in Saudi Arabia, so she went to visit her, and I was at home. I literally called her, I remember, and I was so excited. I told her, Richard is saying he's gonna send me $1,000. And my mom was so excited, and we're all so excited. And then I told my dad, and he took us to a restaurant where we celebrated by eating a burger. But my mom wasn't there because she was in Saudi Arabia, of course. So that was a really, really fun day. It was a really exciting day. But then another problem came. Richard's calendar was booked. It means that I gave him so many appointments that he didn't have any more space. He congratulated me. He told me, "You're the best appointment setter." I literally fulfilled all of the requirements, right? I said I'll get him 20 appointments. I got him 20 appointments. I said I'll get him closed deal. He even had one closed deal from that, and that was around $4,000. He earned $4,000, and he gave me $1,000. He earned $4,000 because of me. He got one closed deal, and his price was $4,000. So that was really, really exciting because that was like, okay, if I work fully on this, I can earn more than my parents. Because my parents have an average pay of like, in where I live, around $300 to $500. So that was really big, guys. You don't know how much that is in my currency. So I was really excited. And then I was like, okay, if I go full in on this, like if I don't think of anything, I literally have to work while I eat, what's going to happen? I said, well, let's find out. And I just went all in. And what happened when Richard's calendar was full? I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just get more clients. Why am I only working for Richard? I can work for more people. I can get appointments for more people. You know, I have experience now. I think more people will hire me. So I went and applied I just did random Zoom calls. I remember I just got the Zoom link of many business owners. I just booked on their calendar. They thought I was going to buy from them, but I was not going to buy from them. I was just going to ask them if they were looking for any appointments. And I said, this is a really great trick, guys. You can actually use this one. So I just booked on random people's calendars, and I asked them, are you interested in getting an appointment setter? I'm an appointment setter. I can get you booking, something like that. And some people said, yeah, we're interested, but they were willing to only work on commission, which means that they'll only pay me 10% of when they close a deal. So there was this girl, she had a program of $5,000, and she said, I won't pay you on a show up lead. I will pay you on a closed deal. And that was actually really disappointing because I don't know how good they are at closing. My job is to get them appointments, and their job is to pay me per closed deal. So I didn't work for them, but then I got this really good client who I'm still working with, who's amazing. She's really kind. She pays me really good, and she's just amazing. Her name is Rigedze. And what happened was I booked on her calendar. I applied for the job, and she actually gave me the job. She gave me the job, And I was so exciting because she was just like Richard, but even better because she paid even when the call didn't show up. Make that make sense? So if I book, let's say for Richard, I book 20 appointments, right? And out of 27 show up, he pays me for 7 leads. But if for Rigitte, if I book 20 appointments, she'll pay me for all of those 20 appointments, even if they don't show up. So that was really exciting. So I was like, okay, let's see if this works, if this not works, if is she actually truly honest or is she lying? You have to be, kind of attentive, and you have to be on high alert because there's a lot of scams out there. So I got her 2 bookings, and she immediately was like, okay, tell me your bank account details. I'm sending you payment right now. She didn't know those calls were qualified. I mean, of course they were qualified. I always book qualified calls, but she didn't know that, and she was just like, yeah, boom, send me your bank account numbers, bank account details, and she sent the payment for those 2 book calls. Like, they haven't showed up yet. She doesn't know. She hasn't had a call with them yet, and she just decided to pay me. So I was like, what? And then Richard's calendar opened back again, but I was like, wait. If this girl, the girl who was paying me, Regeze, I thought, if this girl is paying me for literally no shows as well, and then there's Richard who's paying me only for show-ups, I think I'm going to work for this girl. And of course, I didn't quit with Richard, but my whole focus went on this girl, and I just kept on booking, and it was crazy. I started making crazy money, guys. I remember hitting my $10,000 mark, and I was so excited, really excited. So just went all in on her, and then you can say the tables turned on New Year, 2025. I decided that Richard also pays me well and Regizze also pays me well. So why not I work for both of them? I combined both of them. I got some bookings for Richard, I got some bookings for Regizze, and I was using different platforms to get bookings. I was using the best messaging ever told to me by that one YouTuber, whose name I'm not going to say because you're just going to go there. You need to see my videos for the same value, guys. I need views. So go check out my video on what messaging to say. And I don't know, I'm not sure if I have actually uploaded the video on exactly what messaging to use. I'll also upload it now, but you can check out my channel if I've already uploaded it. It's coming soon, guys. So anyways, I started to work for both of them after January, and both of them started to pay me. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. So I can work from both of them, like every week, $1,000 from here, $1,000 from there. And then I started earning good money. So that's when the shit really hit. And I just kept on making money. And then I was so happy. I worked from both of them. And some of my accounts got suspended because of spam. I always kept on trying new platforms, new ways. So for example, if I'm using LinkedIn, I didn't just stop at LinkedIn. I tried Facebook, I tried Instagram, I tried school, I'm going to try Go High Level now. I'm not sure if it works. I've never tried it before, but I've heard it works, so I'm going to try it now. And LinkedIn worked for me, Facebook worked for me, SMS worked for me, school worked for me, Instagram didn't work for me. I mean, of course, Twitter didn't work for me, WhatsApp didn't work for me. So some strategies didn't work, some strategies worked, but you just have to keep on working, guys. You're going to fail. That's part of the process. That's part of the journey. You're going to fail. But once you actually make it, you look back and you realize all those failures were worth it because they taught you the lessons you need to learn. You won't learn any lesson without failure. So that's why I would suggest all of you try an SMMA agency. Watch my previous videos. I've got it how to start it, how to get clients on every single platform, what platforms work the best. You can check out my recent videos for that. I've also uploaded a video how to start SMMA as a beginner. You can also check those out. I mean, it will just take literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum, 20 minutes maximum to learn. And then you can take action instead of just watching videos. You have to take action now, guys. This is the best advice I can give you. This is the best video you can watch. You don't need any more motivation. You just have to get working. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and work. That's literally the best advice I can give you. I've shared with you my whole journey for 500 days. And yeah, see you in the next one. I'll post a lot of videos because my purpose is to help you guys also make thousands of dollars from SMMA. So I'll keep on posting videos on how you can also earn thousands of dollars from SMMA. So if my journey inspired you and if you want to earn like me, I'm going to upload a lot of videos. And you can subscribe to my channel to stay updated, okay? Subscribe here. See you in the next one. Bye!